Hello and welcome to episode 2 in the Travelling Gamers. My name's Tony,
I'm Stuart.
and there's Stuart, and we were going to have a theme tune there, but we need to add one. I was going to sing as it started, but
How's that?
thank you, that was a nice introduction to... I could just imagine mine and yours pictures just flashing up on screen as that was happening.
Okay, epilepsy warning we should have.
Yeah, don't... And probably retina warning and everything else, but yeah, that could have been a good one. And this is episode 2. Today we're going to cover Grand Theft Auto, again, strange enough, because we have slightly played that a little bit. Minecraft, because that's the other thing that's taken up my whole time. 20 years of the wonderful PlayStation, and travelling. However, I've done no travelling for the last 2 weeks.
Boo. The non-travelling gamer.
Yeah, I've let the side down, haven't I?
It's alright.
Yeah, I'll cover it back off with the fact I drove about 4 or 5 miles to where I've been this and last week.
But yeah.
So, the non-travelling gamer this week.
Yeah. No,
Have you been travelling?
Yeah, I was in Cardiff last week all week.
I see. Did you have a good TV?
Yeah, actually, it was quite good. The Wi-Fi was rubbish, but
was it?
yeah, it wasn't too bad. Well, I can actually connect to it, so yeah, I was about to say it wasn't too bad, but actually I couldn't actually connect. But I managed to still get online by using my phone as a mobile hotspot.
Wow, technology.
Was,
Did, did we not play Grand Theft Auto when you were in your hotel?
We did.
Yes, we did. I thought we did.
Yeah.
Yeah, modern technology is great, isn't it?
Oh, it's amazing. I think I got better sort of connection speeds through my phone in the middle of Cardiff than I do, 9 times out of 10 when I'm at home.
Yeah, it's the big cities have all like properly wired up now, though.
Yeah.
And it does help for gamers. But however, I only get 8 gig on my phone, so for me, it's a little bit pointless. In a way,
I tell you what, though, you'd be surprised. I was using a bit of a technology section. Of the podcast now. Yeah, basically you only use about 100 meg an hour.
Really?
On when you connected. Yeah, it's not a massive amount. As long as you're not downloading things. If you're just playing purely online, the only communication between that's travelling in and out is basically the other player's locations. All of the assets and everything are already on the game. They're already there. So like everyone's car that they drive is obviously already local on your game. It's already loaded onto your game. So the only traffic that needs to go is the game telling you where they've gone, and that's it. But yeah, it uses. I think I was using between 80 meg and 100 meg per hour when using it.
Well, there's a Stuart top tip. Yeah, that's more useful than what we had last time, which was not good. However, is that all you've played for the past 2 weeks?
Yes.
Yes, Grand Theft Auto.
Pretty much, yeah. GTA for 2 weeks. Yeah.
What level are you at now?
I'm only 36.
Are you?
Yeah, only.
I got up to level 19 with Nathan the other day.
Nice.
Just to get sticky bombs.
You need sticky bombs.
I was like, I am not leaving until I get sticky bombs, so I kept forcing Nathan to do missions.
Sticky bombs are amazing.
Yeah, so I'm now with you on that one.
Yeah. See, you thought it was silly. I remember before you came on and joined us, you were like, "Oh, what do you spend all your time doing in the game?" and all that. And you've seen what we spend time doing, basically blowing up shit.
Yes, I was like, I probably won't enjoy this. And then used to in the airport, and I stole the helicopter with the guns on it.
Yeah.
And just ended up killing a lot of people.
Yeah.
And then driving down the subway in a car to join you.
Exactly. Gratuitous violence.
Mm. So yeah, as a previous person who didn't like Grand Theft Auto Online because I didn't have friends on Xbox to play with, to them playing with you two sort of showed me how fun it is to play that game online.
Oh, it's just great fun.
And it is fun. The only thing that lets it down is the fact that once you do a mission, you can't then go into another mission. You've got to come out back in the game.
But the only problem with that as well is when you actually, if you selecting on it and you go to free mode, 9 times out of 10 you get separated and put into invite only rooms.
Yes, I know
by yourself, and it's just a bit, it's a bit of a bit annoyance really. But yeah, hopefully they'll fix that in the update that hopefully should be coming before Christmas.
Yeah, the heist update and updates. I can't wait for heists. It'll be so much fun.
Yeah, heists will be great. I mean, there's heists. They're adding wildlife, so that the wildlife that you can do on the single player, where you can go hunting and things like that. They're adding that, so hopefully, we should be able to all go hunting together.
Cool, sounds good. I'm looking forward to getting on in the hills of. I can't remember what the hill district's called.
The hills of Los Santos. Let's stick with that.
I think that had a proper name, but yeah. Well, unlike you, who's just Grand Theft Auto orientated, I actually played something different as well. I played Minecraft for the past 2 weeks.
Fair enough.
I went on my friend's realm, and she had built the biggest castle in the world, like literally huge. So maybe me, I was like, well, I'll tell you what. Why don't I build something very small and kind of show it up like I don't have to be big to demonstrate how amazing I am.
Yeah.
Type of thing. So I laid the foundations of whatever it was and was like, yeah, I don't need to show off how good I am by building something like this. So I built a little thing and I was like, yeah, this looks good, this is pretty cool. And kept building and kept building, and it ended up being probably the biggest thing I've ever built. Where now it's literally a huge temple dedicated to me.
Right.
It's got a colossus at the front of it, which kind of looks like me. It's got stained glass windows and surrounding sand. So I had the bright idea that I didn't want sand around, I wanted snow. So I spent the past 2 days covering everything in snow. So pretty impressive, really.
So are you playing that on creative mode?
Yeah, I am, yeah.
Ooh,
I know, I'm just cheating the system on it.
Yeah, I'm guessing that's on the PC then.
But yeah, creative mode.
I don't know.
Mode's always fun.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But I will be doing a video on that soon to show everyone how it looks.
Oh, good.
Because it's looking pretty epic now, and I couldn't have done it without my friend, who's been helping quite a lot. So yeah, I just changed all the snow into all the sand into snow.
Nice.
And it just looked amazing. So yeah, expect a video on that. So that's been my diverse game for the past 2 weeks. It's been that.
Sounds good. I'll tell you what, I've played something. I think I had 2 games of FIFA 15.
I have not touched that game since last time me and you played.
I thought, I was a bit bored. Nobody was online. It was just like, I played a bit of FIFA, a couple of games on Ultimate Team, and then went back on GTA.
Oh, that game's just taken over my life.
Yeah, it's good fun.
I've not touched at all. I can't even think of the name of it now. Far Cry, yeah.
Yeah, me neither. I think I played the opening tutorial bits, and then did one like cargo drop mission, and then admired the beauty of the game, and then where's the sticky bombs?
Yeah, and where's the fun? I didn't think driving the cars was as fun, and I was just a bit like, Grand Theft Auto is just such an awesome game that it kind of ruined Far Cry 4 for me.
Thanks, yeah, it's my fault.
Because I wanted to enjoy that game so much, but these things happen, and I'm gonna say that Far Cry will probably be a February, March type of game.
The thing is, Far Cry is one of those games where it is a game where if you can't get online, um, you know, you've got nothing else to do, and you're sat in like your lounge pants and nothing to do, and you think, oh, I'll play Far Cry then. It's going to be one of those moments where you're going to look at your list of games and think, yeah, now's Far Cry time. It's Far Cry Day.
Yeah, Far Cry Day. That's probably when I will hunt it out again, when I'm in hotels next week.
Where are you off to next week? Anywhere nice?
I am in York next week.
Lovely.
So that'll be very nice.
So close yet so far.
Yeah, I'm down there. Well, it'll be nice over Christmas. Christmas markets, get me Christmas presents sorted.
Yeah. Well, I'm all done with Christmas presents now.
Are you?
Oh yeah.
That is far too organised.
I don't want to take any credit at all for it. Thankfully, my girlfriend is very organised.
So she did it all for you?
No. She didn't do it all for me, but she project managed me and delegated things to me.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
However, it does kind of sound like she did it all for you. But that's not a bad thing.
I don't really want to say.
I'm just jealous, really.
No comment.
I'm just insanely jealous, so. Because I wouldn't mind doing that. But on a different note, Christmas is but 2 weeks away, and I think we've pretty much seen all the games that are coming out this year.
I think so, yeah. Big question though, have you seen the Coca-Cola advert yet?
No, I haven't. But I've only just seen the Sainsbury's advert.
Right.
It's
a shame we can't play the Coca-Cola advert whilst on this. At least I don't think we can.
Holidays are coming, holidays are coming, holiday... Like that one.
Yeah, that one. That's the one, yeah. I was thinking maybe we I don't know. I don't know how Google Hangouts works. There's a YouTube button, but I'm scared to press it.
There is a YouTube button, and I'm scared to press it because I'm sure last time it didn't play the music, and there was just a deadly silence on the podcast, and it was like, yeah, what did you do that for? But yeah, everyone knows the advert, and that is the true meaning of Christmas, isn't it? When that advert comes on.
Oh yeah, I think I saw it about 4 weeks ago.
Really?
Yeah, I think I literally saw the first showing of it on TV.
Wow, that is
ridiculous.
Pretty early on, isn't it?
Well, it's like having Christmas presents in the shops after Easter, isn't it?
It was in Gateshead the other day, the Coca-Cola lorry.
Yeah, funnily enough, it was at the Asda by the Etihad Stadium in Manchester as well.
It was in Asda here as well. Do you think that Coca-Cola maybe have signed a deal with Asda?
I wouldn't want to comment.
And now they're making money from a truck.
Cans of Coke off the back of the truck. Back of the lorry.
Can you imagine? I mean, I'm pretty sure, stop me if I'm wrong here, didn't Coca-Cola make Santa Claus, the look of Santa Claus up?
Yeah, he used to be green.
Yes, I mean, now Coca-Cola have ruined what Santa Claus actually was.
Yeah, and
which was the Grinch.
Well, yeah, I'm a big fan of the Grinch.
That's what I'm on Twitter at the moment, if you haven't noticed.
I have noticed. I'm not wearing my Grinch lounge pants this evening.
I turn into the Grinch every Christmas. So the holidays, if I saw the Coca-Cola truck and I was on GTA, I would fire an RPG in it.
I like it. Not even sticky bonnet.
No,
it gets into a big crowd, surrounded by lots of other cars and people, and then blow it up.
That would be a bit sadistic, you see. I would just do it. I wouldn't want to get people's hopes up that the Coca-Cola truck was coming. That makes it sound really Grinchy, doesn't it? Because everyone loves the Coca-Cola truck.
Yeah, I don't know.
Um,
Didn't Coca-Cola put cocaine or something in their drinks when they first released it?
Yeah, I think it was cocaine. They made Santa Claus up, and now they're making money from a truck.
Bastards.
What? I know corporates here, it's worse here. And they've teamed up with Asda now.
I know, it's even worse.
Which makes Asda worse?
Oh, could Asda get worse? So
Um,
Asda employee.
yeah, so it's anyone who has the watching or listening or whatever.
Yeah.
Asda is a great company. I was shopping in Asda just the other day and commenting how wonderful and great it is as I walk around.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm more of a Morrison's kind of person.
Yeah, they have Ant and Deck for their adverts, so.
Exactly. You see, you can't
Do
beat
you
a
like
good Jordan.
Ant? Do you
And
like
your
Ant and
Tony.
Deck?
I did. I think quite
I went to see them live a few months ago,
nice.
doing
For once,
Saturday
though,
night
I'd like,
takeaway.
well, for once, though, I'd like it to be Deck and Ant, but it doesn't quite roll off the tongue.
No, it doesn't quite work, does it?
No.
Deck and Ant, no. They were quite good live, though. They had that woman from the Pussycat Dolls there.
Which one?
I don't know.
Shirt Slinger or
No, it was.
Ashley Roberts or whatever. her
Yes,
bench
is she blonde?
Yeah, she's the one that.
I didn't pay attention to her name. She had her boobs out almost. So.
Fair enough. She's the one that's on that Got to Dance program, I think.
Oh, no, it wasn't her then. I'm going to Google it now.
She was the one that was in the jungle last year, wasn't she?
Was she?
I think so, yeah.
I'm going to Google Pussycat Doll on Ant and Deck.
Yeah, you
And,
might. Don't click images. Don't. Click
It was.
images.
It was Ashley Roberts. It was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I knew the name.
Yeah.
No, the other one's Kimberly Wyatt. So,
Oh yes, it is, isn't it?
yeah, see, I know my Pussycats.
Well done. I like the Pussycat Dolls with great singers
Easy.
and well known for their talent in singing.
Careful.
That's all I'm saying on the subject.
You're
Because I've already just.
our podcast more current.
Yeah, sorry. I don't know how I got. Anyway, Ant and Deck were good live.
Yeah.
Moving it back on the games, I'm trying to link short Geordies into games. Don't know how I can do this.
Geordie. Has there been any Geordies in game?
That is a good question. No.
Don't reckon?
There's got to be one in Call of Duty or something.
No. Easy.
I'm going to say no, which is quite surprising actually, considering how the accent we've got up here.
Oh yeah.
Has there ever been a Brummie in a game though?
Doubt it.
I can imagine Call of Duty in a Brummie accent would sound a little bit different. Like, I can't even
Yeah,
do a
it's
Brummie
fine.
accent, but...
No, I wouldn't want to try.
You've got the accent.
The only. No, boy, be careful. I'm not a Brummie, I'm a Londoner.
Sorry, I apologise. You technically live there. Yeah.
I technically live there. Yeah.
Sweeping stereotypes.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I think
I'm down in
closest-
Birmingham in a few weeks.
Well,
So-
yeah. I'm going to come beat you up.
Yeah. If any Brummies listen to this, I am called Stuart.
Yeah. And you don't look anything like the picture that pops up when you start talking.
Well, actually, strange enough, I now don't because I have a full beard and shave my head.
That's true, actually.
So that was just the youthful young me who was happy and stuff. And now I have a beard, no hair, and look old.
Yeah, it's a stretch.
Wow, life went bad. Yeah, that picture's about. We've seriously gone off topic again. Anyway, there's no way I can link short Geordies into gaming.
No.
So we're going to move from gaming to something else that's old this week or last week was the PlayStation.
Yes.
Yes, that was a good link. Wow, the PlayStation. Have you had all the PlayStations?
I have been an avid PlayStation owner since year 3, I think it was.
I've been one since I got PlayStation 1 just after release.
Nice.
I was one of the first adopters. So yeah, I thought it'd be nice in this podcast just to basically we'll talk about PlayStation 1, 2, 3 and 4 and just talk about what we used to do in it, what we remember, and share some of our memories with you. Only because we've played nothing else but GTA, so
Yeah.
We have to fill the podcast or something.
with it.
Yeah, I've not been away and all players GTA, so we have to fill the podcast with something.
Otherwise, it's just going to be us saying, "Yeah, we blew this up. Then we got chased by police. And then we blew them up.
Then we killed them.
And then we killed some more stuff and blew some more stuff up.
Then we had a race. Stuart ended up crashing constantly, not by my hand.
No, it wasn't by your hand. It was by your wheels.
By my wheel. What kind of racer are you? I'm a fair racer.
Yeah.
As he goes plowing into a wall. Yeah, I think I recorded that. PlayStation. Right,
yeah.
PlayStation 1, I got just after release.
Yep.
My fondest memory of the PlayStation 1 is the demo disc.
Yes.
Playing Suggs, the Lone Ranger LP CD on the demo disc with the music flashing around everywhere, and then walking a dinosaur around the screen.
Nice.
And that is one of my fondest memories of the PlayStation 1. Along with, and God rest its soul, going to Blockbusters every single week to get a game.
Blockbuster Video.
Yes, Blockbuster Entertainment, as it changed its name to towards the end. But yeah, you didn't have to buy games. All the games were there, rentable.
Yeah.
And you just walked in, picked the box up.
Yeah.
And had the game on a Saturday morning. Send me down the shop, so I'd come back from your game, play it, and shoot it back on the Monday morning. Brilliant. Yeah, job done. Having a memory card for saves, even the good old days of PlayStation 1.
Yeah, you always end up having like
game-wise,
the memory cards. You always end up having like you get a couple of official ones, and then because they were ridiculously priced, you end up getting like the see-through blue plastic ones.
Yes, I had one of them, and the controller as well, because obviously the controls were cheaper.
Yes.
And you didn't even use the analog sticks then. The analog sticks were just there.
No, the analog sticks weren't there on the PlayStation 1.
Wow. No, they weren't. It was PlayStation 2, were they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, we're going back to days before analog sticks.
Wow, let's go back a bit. Use the D-pad to game.
Yeah,
D-pad. The D-pad. And it was alright back then.
Oh yeah, we had no choice. You always end up having like the calluses on your thumb though, where the D-pad wasn't quite, it wasn't like the Mega Drive one where it was one whole circle. You always end up catching your thumb a little bit in the plastic. It would move too quick.
Yeah, they were happy days. However, if I had to name one game from the PlayStation 1 that stuck out for me, it would be Siphon Filter.
Yeah, I was never a fan. Were
you not? So what would be the standout game for you for the PlayStation 1?
Me, International Track and Field.
Yeah.
Did I say more? I can hear the applause now.
I can hear the broken buttons.
The International Track and Field, the T-shirt technique. Wrap a T-shirt round your finger and just hammer the buttons. Oh, I think I did the 100-meter dash in about 5.6 seconds.
Yeah, I loved the shot put on there.
Yes. It was always good though, because you always, you play in a group of friends and everything. Gone are the days when you used to do that.
Well, you don't anymore. That's the thing. You don't get friends round to game because it's all online.
Exactly, but it's still good to have friends round. I think that was for me, that was the standout thing about the PlayStation and consoles to start with. I mean, obviously you had the Mega Drive and everything else that came before the PlayStation, but when the PlayStation came, it was a showcase. It was the next big thing. It was like the next step in the gaming genre. It's almost, the PS1 is to the Sega Mega Drive what the PS4 is to the PS2 kind of thing. That step up is just what, I remember playing, my first game was F1, Formula 1. It didn't even have a year after it. It was just Formula 1.
Yeah.
And, you look back on it now, and the graphics are awful. You know, if you look back now, in comparison to the graphics today, the graphics are just awful. They're dreadful. But back in the day, you're like, oh my god, it's so realistic. You go into school the next day and you're like, oh, I've got Formula One. Yeah, and you're like, yeah, the graphics are so realistic. It's unbelievable. And it was just that effect, you know, that effect is just something I've never had. That feeling is something I've never had throughout all of the consoles that have been about up until this week. But we'll come on to that when we get to the PS4.
Yeah, that's weird. I've just googled Formula One there on the PlayStation 1.
Yeah.
Just say Hill and Berger and Mansell won that game.
Oh, it's just amazing.
That is how old that game is. I played that game to death. Along with TOCA as well on the PlayStation 1.
Oh my god, TOCA touring cars.
With the Renault car, the Volvo, the Honda.
Is that the one where you could have a tank?
Yes, it was.
Yeah, you used to press a code in and then you had a tank and you could basically fire the tank at the cars.
Yes, that was...
You know,
that game was just... Touring car game was brilliant. TOCA Touring Car Championship.
There seemed to be a lot of races on the old PlayStation 1. You had like Colin McRae as well. They started out on sort of like bringing to on PlayStation 1 and it just...
Ridge Racer?
Oh, Ridge Racer.
That was a game. I'm just looking at a screenshot of TOCA there. It had rain effects back on the PlayStation 1.
Right.
You could drive in full rain.
Wow.
How amazing is that? 20 years ago, and then games like Drive Club are now releasing DLC just to put weather effects on it.
Yeah.
This was a game 20 years ago that had lightning, rain, and lightning effects.
And there was no patches for them.
Nope, no, it just came out. Believe it or not, games didn't need patches back then. They just came out and worked.
Yeah.
Because you had a thing called quality testers. Oh, there's another game I've got to mention, Destruction Derby.
Oh, yes. Destruction Derby. Yeah. What more is that to say?
There's nothing else to say apart from... However, I am going to raise Destruction Derby with Twisted Metal.
I have literally just Googled Twisted Metal PS1. I was just about to say Twisted Metal.
That game was... Twisted Metal was one of the best games I think I played in a long time. Destruction Derby, it was up there though, because there was nothing like that arena at the beginning where there was just 20 cars, a circle, and death.
Yeah, just kill everything.
And damage as well, full damage, full smashing up. And
everyone's all amazed at it when, you know, the fact that the games have got full damage on them now. And it's like, no, you just don't know. You just don't know. You know?
No, it's a shame, I think. The amount of games you had on the PS1 was unbelievable. There was new great games getting released almost weekly.
Micro Machines, V3.
Yes, Micro Machines. That was Mega Drive for me though. I don't know if I ever had it for the...
I had it for the PS1 and the Multitap.
Wow, yeah. That's a classic.
Yeah.
I had a feeling when I was going to start off with just trying to pick one game. It was going to be one game.
We've just opened a can of worms. I don't think there's so many games, isn't there?
Tomb Raider was there.
Spyro the Dragon, Crash Bandicoot. When Naughty Dog started, you know.
Back in the days, Oddworld was on there.
Oh.
Metal Gear Solid, Parappa the Rapper.
Oh, Parappa the Rapper. Punch Kick.
Yes. Gran Turismo. Can you remember Gran Turismo when it first came out?
The original ones. Then you had GTA London and as well on there.
Silent Hill. Legacy of
Kain.
Legacy of Kain was on it as well.
Are you just going through a list of games now?
I just can't believe how many great games there was for it. Theme Park World, Aliens.
Yeah. It's just crazy.
I'm just looking now at lists and lists of PlayStation 1 games, and it's unbelievable, the list. And now you're on current gen and you struggle to find a good game.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And there was just... I mean, Crash Bandicoot was pretty good. I spent many hours. Tomb Raider, I used to love the first Tomb Raider because it was about raiding tombs and puzzles. Oh, happy days. I can't pick a game now.
Wasn't Final Fantasy, all the Final Fantasy fans as well, obviously you get Final Fantasy VII on there, which I believe came in 3 discs.
Yeah, it might have. Did you ever play Final Fantasy?
I have to admit I had a go of Final Fantasy VII on the PS1.
Yeah.
That was my last and only foray into Final Fantasy games.
That is unfortunately mine too, because I don't like them.
No. I'm too patient. I'm too impatient to take turns.
Yeah, I haven't got time for all that crap. I just want to kill people.
Yeah, give me the people. Let me kill them. Yeah, well.
Yeah. I think that stems from the games I used to play on the Mega Drive. You didn't have to stand around waiting to play a game on the Mega Drive. You put it in, and straight away you were Sonic the Hedgehog, zoom around, collecting rings within 2 seconds.
Yeah, exactly. And there were no save points.
And that's it. That's how you played, and that's how I play games now. If a game doesn't grab me straight away, or I've got to wait, I'm not that interested in it.
No, I agree.
It's a shame, and that's why.
I find I lose out. I miss out on a lot of games these days.
Because of that.
Yeah, purely because I have to be grabbed. That's why I very rarely will finish a single player campaign as well.
Yeah, because it hasn't grabbed you in time.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd much rather go and play online and have the social side of things.
Yeah, it's a shame, and it's a reason why I don't want to turn it into a bit of a bash at Final Fantasy and Dragon Age.
Ooh.
It's why I haven't got time for 90 hours to play Dragon Age.
Yeah.
And I know people play it to explore and blah blah blah, but it just doesn't appeal. That sort of game just does not appeal to me at all.
No.
And I'm sure it's a great game, but I will never play it.
Yeah, I'm not into grinding. I'd rather do things.
This is the problem with Destiny, though, that it started off good, but then just turned into a grind, and that's when I turned off.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't good enough to hold me attention for a grind. But yeah, PlayStation 1, anyway, back to it. Some amazing games that I spent many hours playing. FIFA's sports games. You had FIFA, you had Madden, NFL, hockey. The first Driver game came out on there.
Yeah.
Racing games were amazing on the PlayStation 1.
Yeah. The issue is, the only problem is the fact that it is an old console. Otherwise, I think I would probably end up getting one.
Yeah, I'm not a massive retro gamer, to be honest.
Can we class PS1 as retro? Is 20 years long enough for it to be retro?
I think 20 years is coming into the retro side for me.
Yeah.
But when you think about it, that's 2/3 of our lives, and I would class like both of us.
Yeah.
And I would class that as retro.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I suppose.
Especially when you talk about 3 generations ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, the PlayStation Network was
non-existent.
Yeah, PlayStation Network. You had to invite the friends around to play it. You had to sit together and actually communicate.
Your sending of an invite sort of was at school saying, "Do you want to come round and play FIFA?"
Yes.
Yeah. You don't invite them into a party chat.
Yeah, there was none of this crap. But that's the PlayStation 1 for you. PlayStation 2,
yes,
I bought on release.
Right. I think, again, I was a bit late to that party. I think it was more because I couldn't afford it.
No, it wasn't cheap.
No.
definitely wasn't cheap. However, the PlayStation 2 was again a big step up for me in
Yeah.
terms of everything. And the games carried over very well from the PlayStation brand already.
Yeah.
So everything that had been on the PlayStation 1 tended to come out on the new one. But this brought such games as Max Payne, uh,
Oh,
Grand Theft Auto 3, which was
Matrix on it as well.
the Matrix was on there, the Getaway, which was one of my favourite games ever.
Getaway was amazing.
It was in London. The cars were brilliant. Everything was just
Well,
the Getaway.
I remember playing the Getaway and being able to drive to where I used to work in London. Was,
Yes, it was that realistic, wasn't it?
Yeah, was impressive. Although a bit disappointing, you keep going in one direction and you hit the invisible wall. But yeah.
Yes, but considering how long ago that was,
Yeah.
and I'm so sad they never brought that back or found anyone to bring it back because it was a
They were
great game.
supposed to be making a second one, like not a second one because they made a second one, didn't they? It was Black Monday or something like that. But I thought they were
Yes,
supposed
it
to be
was also
making
quite
a
good.
PS3 version, but yeah, like you say, it got pulled.
Yeah. So the PlayStation 2, you had the network on there eventually, but I never used the PlayStation Network.
No, I didn't partake. I don't know. I just
I think online gaming would take off
yeah,
on that
yeah.
because I was a big PC gamer at that time.
Yeah, no, I think I was as well at that point. I was more into PC gaming and what have you. Yeah, no, the PS2 was an amazing console though. Some of the games that you could get. Yeah, that's where Burnout started.
Just,
I believe.
It could have been, yeah. I'm just having a look through some games now, lists, to
Buzz,
see what sort of things started on there.
I don't think
True Crime Streets of LA was. No, the amount of games on there was ridiculous. That's where Grand Theft Auto went 3D.
Yeah, that was when it went crazy.
Yeah, that's when gaming. Call of Duty as well. It was one of the first shooters I ever played on a console.
Yeah. Was the PS2 where we had blue discs?
Yes, you had bigger discs, didn't you?
Yeah.
On the bigger capacity, so you could get more gaming on it.
I think so. Yeah.
Bully was on the PlayStation 2.
Oh, what a game!
Yeah, that was just an awesome game. I got that back for the PC, and I've just seen one of my favourite games ever that I bet you not many people have played, The Warriors.
Right, that was. I've never played it. Seen it in the shops, but never actually played it. I'm trying to remember what I used to play all the time. Oh.
Very good game.
Yeah, I can't remember what games I used to play. I played so
Stuart,
many. I'm still here. Can you hear me?
You're still there? Good. You went very. Yes, I can. You went very silent there. I was like, oh, not again.
Not again?
Yeah, PlayStation 2 for me, a real again on that one.
Yeah, PlayStation 2. To be fair, I can't actually remember a massive amount regarding the PlayStation 2. It was almost like I got it, never played it a massive amount, and so was was concentrating on my PC game.
Yeah, that was me for a bit, and then finally my PC got a bit too old. An interesting story to why I went into PC gaming though is I took my PlayStation 1 round to a friend's house, and he said he could chip it for me so I could play games. And he failed. So he said, "Do you want to buy me a PC off?" What was that?
Oh, I was just saying, did he break it?
No, he didn't. He managed to put it back to normal. And he said to me, "By the way, I'm actually selling my PC. I can't chip the PlayStation 1, but I can copy PC games."
Right.
So that's how I ended up being a PC gamer, was by that. And now I own both wise 350. Was that pirate isn't bad. And pirating's a good thing. But yeah, PlayStation 2, very, very good, loved it.
Yeah.
I sold it for a PC.
Nice. That's always good.
Then it is always good. And then I moved on to Xbox. So my PlayStation 3 one might be a bit lacking.
To be fair, I went on.
But I eventually, because you came.
I think this connection tonight's being a bit of a.
So I went for exploration. So PlayStation 3 wise, I picked it up when Metal Gear Solid 4 came out.
Right.
Which was quite late into the process.
Yeah, I think it was.
How long did you have a PlayStation?
I
for?
I got a PlayStation 3 on launch weekend.
Right. Okay.
Whilst still owning my Xbox 360. And then proceeded not to actually play my PS3 because I was invested in the Xbox 360. Was almost to the point where I was going to sell my PS3 because it wasn't getting played, and I got the Red Ring of Death on my Xbox, so was forced to move across. So yeah, I've never looked back.
I had that.
Yeah. So
see, I had the Xbox 360.
Yeah.
PlayStation.
Nice.
And I just couldn't. And the PlayStation 3 I originally picked up because I wanted to play Mag. Can you remember that game?
Yeah, yeah.
And then just would not come out, so I sold my PlayStation 3. PlayStation 3 wise, I probably played Metal Gear Solid, the Uncharted games, PlayStation Home.
Oh, PlayStation Home.
PlayStation Home. Did you use that? Did you?
A little bit, yeah.
Did you ever use that?
Yeah, sometimes. Just really for farting about and doing nothing really.
There was not much else you could do on it though, was there?
You could play pool and go bowling.
Bowling and stuff.
Later on, they did release some like mini games and that, but yeah, nothing. It was supposed to be this great big thing where you go and meet your friends, launch games all together, and you know, display all your trophies and things. I don't actually think it ever got that far. So, bit of a disappointment, really.
It never got quite that far, did it?
No.
Like, it just didn't make it.
No. Well,
which is a shame.
Yeah, I mean, they closed it down now, I think, haven't they?
Yeah, they closed it down a few months ago, I believe.
Yeah.
To, I can imagine, not much great shame to anyone.
No. Although I'm sure there are a lot of people out there that are upset that they no longer can run around a made-up world as a made-up person. Oh, they can just go and play Dragon Age, though, can't they?
Yeah, Dragon Age was... Dragon Age? Why did I say Dragon Age? Wow, it's on the brain now.
Yeah. Success.
That's because my friend just texted me saying, "Do not talk shit about Dragon Age."
Oh really?
So at least we've got one. Yeah, at least we've got one person listening. So yes, basically, PlayStation 3. I have to admit, for me, I sort of skipped.
Yeah, I love the PS3. When I finally actually came to play it, it was a great console. It was, you know, proper next gen at the time. The graphics were amazing. You know, it was something else. I mean, it was so much better than the Xbox 360 when I eventually came round to playing it, and haven't looked back.
Really? You thought it was better than 360?
I personally did, yeah. The obviously the infrastructure of the PlayStation Network wasn't as strong as the Xbox Live, but when you're given it for free,
What do you
you
expect?
you can't really complain. You know, Sony put their money into making the infrastructure and making the system, whereas Microsoft took £40 a year off of every, off of every Xbox Live user to keep it all maintained and things like that. And then obviously PlayStation brought out PlayStation Plus during the PS3 and gave games as an incentive to buy this extra thing, to help towards the PlayStation Network. And the games you got were brilliant. I think at one point I got Burnout Paradise for free. And what more do you want? And then, obviously Microsoft then thought, oh, this is a great money spinner. So what we'll do now is we'll offer games with gold. And I think, you get the gamers used to get like Solitaire and stupid little games that you really don't want to play.
They were all. To be fair, I don't think I ever got a good game off Microsoft.
I think towards the end of the Xbox, well, not towards the end of the Xbox 360 because it's still going, but towards when the Xbox One came out, I think Halo Reach was one of the games.
Yeah, that might have been it. Yeah.
At the point then when everyone's moving across to the new consoles,
which was just stupid, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when I sort of was. I had a pre-order in for the PlayStation 4, just because of how the E3 conference went and stuff. But I wasn't convinced because of what happened with the PlayStation 3.
Yeah.
However, PlayStation 4 wise, we both own them now, so at least we can talk about that.
Exactly.
And having been an Xbox One owner as well, I can safely say for me, the PlayStation 4 does win on certain aspects, but still the network is not strong enough for me. And
I agree. But
the online isn't good enough sometimes.
Yeah, but then the same can be said for the Xbox One and things like that. Just this last couple of weeks, both Xbox Live and PSN got infiltrated by a bunch of do-gooders and closed down. And apparently, Microsoft is still struggling to get certain aspects of Xbox Live up and running.
Really?
So it's well, this was at the start of the week. The Lizard Squad apparently had created a DDoS attack, and so obviously the Xbox infrastructure is obviously more sophisticated and more detailed, thus making it more difficult to maintain everything is running smoothly. Whereas it almost looks like Sony have kept it simple. You've just got getting online kind of thing. There's only like one path in and out kind of thing. So it was almost like they just needed to do a router reset and fix a couple of bits and bobs in the system, and everything was a-okay.
It was. I think for me though, the PlayStation Network just missed a few things, like not telling you when your friends come online.
Yeah, that is annoying.
That is just one of the most obvious features any network in software should have.
The frustration is that was on the PS3.
Yes.
But for some reason it didn't carry across. So the only way for you to know if friends are online or not is to have the notification that tells you if they've just joined a chat party.
Yes.
Which, when you have quite a few friends on your friends list all at the same time, joining chat parties just gets a little bit frustrating.
To me, that's one of the only thing that lets it down is that for me.
Yeah. As far as I'm aware, though, Sony are aware of this, and they are usually good at adding new content and new features in updates.
You would think that would be one thing that would have sorted out very quickly.
Well, it must be relatively quick.
Yeah, you'd think so. But they haven't bothered. So yeah, now coming full circle, PlayStation 4.
Yes.
From talking about how many games were played on the PlayStation 1.
Yeah.
All we do now is play Grand Theft Auto 5.
Yeah.
And play online and never see anyone.
Yeah, well that's it, yeah.
Compared to PlayStation 1 where I had friends around all the time playing, swapping games at school. Swapping memory cards to help each other complete bits and bobs.
Yeah. And everything was run off the disc.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Not like nowadays where you have to install a 47 gigabyte. Was it GTA's 55 gigabytes now? I think.
Something like that, ridiculous. So it just shows how much gaming's changed over the past 20 years.
Yeah.
But I'm so glad Sony came in that console race because they really, really
Yeah.
sort of set the bar, and Microsoft had to sort of catch up with them and follow them. Because did you ever play on the original Xbox?
Yes.
I didn't like that at all.
It was awful. It was the biggest thing I've ever seen.
It was. It was.
I had to move bedrooms to the bigger bedroom just to fit.
And the detachable controller, I just never understood that.
Wasn't it only detachable like halfway down the cable?
Yes.
So we're still going to be walking around the bedroom with a cable dangling down.
Yeah, so it's still stupid. And it always made me, like Halo always made me feel sick when I played it. Always. And no first-person shooters ever did that to me, apart from
I was never a fan of Halo. Never.
I wasn't either.
Never been and never will be. Which is ironic, since I did actually enjoy Destiny up until like yourself, the grind started.
Yeah, until the grind. But like Halo for me, because of I think the same as you, we're both PC gamers.
Yeah.
And I think that was the problem. Being PC gamers, we'd played so many first-person shooters that by the time Halo came out, we'd been there, done that, and bought a T-shirt.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Counter-Strike represent right here.
Yeah, Counter-Strike and things like I've been playing Soldier of Fortune. That was an awesome game, wasn't it?
It was the goriest game in the world.
Shooting bits of limbs off and stuff before Dead Space and that came around.
Yeah. All these kids these days, you know, they don't know where all these games come from.
They all come from back when we were playing a long time ago.
I think there's no games out now that is anything new.
No, there's not.
Really, if you think about it, you know, the original FIFA was back on like the Mega Drive and what have you, and things like that. You know,
I remember playing that.
Call of Duty started on the PS2, didn't it? I think with
yeah, PlayStation 2. I would have thought, yeah.
Or PC, obviously.
PC, yeah, on the PC.
But his first foray into the console was PS2. I think Big Red or something like that.
Yeah, something. It was pretty stuck in its. Like I think it wasn't that. What's the word I'm looking for? It was an Unreal shooter almost. I think.
Yeah.
It was very much like there's a boat shooter, there's another, like it is now almost, because Call of Duty is just an Unreal shooter, really.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Shoot as many people as you can, get to a certain point, and then trigger the next wave of enemies.
Yeah, there's
So
yeah, that was where it all started, and they were good times.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was PlayStation, a little bit of Microsoft there.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's nice that I'd hate to think how many games I played over the 20 years of PlayStation.
I would hate to think of how much money I've spent on computer games over the years. Just from PS1 to now, if I didn't buy video games, I reckon I could have bought like.
I'd probably have a nice house and car.
I'd have a boat. Even if the boat was like parked on the driveway, a great big mansion that I've been able to buy as well.
Well, times that by 350 games on Steam at the moment.
Yeah, but Steam's cheap, you know.
Still, even if you average £5-10 a game, 350 of them worth.
All right, money bags.
That's why I have no money.
Yeah.
Gaming destroyed my life, and it can destroy yours.
Yeah. See, this is the thing. Hopefully get a PC in the new year as well. So I'll be steaming it up. But to be fair, I probably won't.
No, you can join me on PC gaming, and I will be buying Grand Theft Auto 5 for the PC as well.
Oh my word!
Because of the
Why?
Because of the mods.
I suppose,
the modding community.
I suppose.
So I'm going to have to do that. But yeah, I think that's all I wanted to cover today. Unless you had anything else to cover?
No, just obviously, the next podcast will be, hopefully there'll be another one before Christmas.
Yeah, we'll do a pre-Christmas one, and hopefully we can get some sort of thumbnail and a bit of an intro going as well.
Yeah,
While we'll just have a
hopefully
play around.
by the next one for Christmas, we might have loot crates and nerd blocks as well.
Yes, and we might have played something different from Grand Theft Auto. No,
I doubt it.
no, no,
Well,
I
to be
know
fair
it.
though, to be fair, I need to go on Drive Club. Um, if anyone out there has got Drive Club and has seen the pictures of the weather update, it looks unreal. Honestly, if you go on Twitter and Google Drive Club PS4 share, some of the screenshots that you can produce now with this, they've got a new photo mode as well as the weather and things like that, and it just looks unrealistic. Well, not unrealistic. It looks unreal. It's so realistic. It's just phenomenal. Honestly, I saw a Instagram post on the PlayStation site months and months ago before Drive Club even got released again, and the graphics on the weather effects was just astounding. You almost kind of couldn't believe it, and then seeing pictures and videos and stuff now, it's just phenomenal. So yeah, if you haven't seen them, I highly recommend checking out some pictures. I've downloaded the update, but I haven't actually played I haven't played the game because I've been playing GTA too much.
Get some on. Yeah, get some videos up. Did you cancel your order for the crew?
I did, yes.
Ah, okay. What made you cancel it? Grand Theft Auto?
Grand Theft Auto. Yeah, it's kind of the answer to everything at the moment.
The Grand Theft Auto podcast, we should name this. Yes. I still haven't seen a proper review of it yet because no website can review it.
What's that, the crew?
Yeah. There's a few on
Ubisoft have put like a massive embargo on it for like 2-3 weeks after
release. Yeah, 50 hours you've got to play before they let you do a proper review.
That's just, I mean, you know, what are they trying to hide?
It worries me. But the reviews that are up are from little websites that have, I don't know how they could have got that much game time in already.
Well, yeah, 50 hours isn't too much, really.
No, but I just don't understand how GameSpot haven't got a review up yet.
Right.
And that's amazing how one of the biggest game reviewers in the world probably don't have it.
Yeah, they get away with it by doing like a review in progress, though, don't they?
Yeah, I saw the review in but I want to see a proper video review on it and talk about it. And so that's why you can't see pre-order because of Grand Theft Auto.
Basically, yeah. I just thought I'm not going to get to play it. It's just going to be sat there. Obviously, you know, experienced it with Far Cry.
Yeah.
And I don't mind having one game sat there doing nothing, because I will get to one game, but having two games sat there doing nothing, and then you go through the whole, what do I play? Do I play Far Cry or the Crew? And then you just go, I'll just go back on GTA. You know, it's just too many choices. Keep life simple.
Yeah, keep it simple. There'll be. I will pick up the Crew eventually, I'm sure.
Oh, I think I will as well, but I think it's gonna be. I think I'm gonna wait until it triggers the release clause of my wallet.
Yeah.
I think that'll be about £30. If it comes down to about £30, I think I'll probably pick it up. But anything above that is just a no-no.
Want to see a review, but that was the last thing I wanted to cover because I just remember you had it on pre-order and you were excited about it, and then.
Yeah, obviously I played the beta and it was great. It was really good. I really enjoyed it, and I really enjoyed the game and the mechanics and everything like that, and the modifications of the cars and things like that. But yeah, GTA.
Yeah, strange enough, after this we'll probably end up on GTA anyway. So.
What time is it? Maybe.
Yeah, so that was 20 years of PlayStation. Minecraft, which you will see coming up on my channel soon, I'm guessing, because it's awesome. That and GTA. I don't want to say it again, but...
I've got so much video footage of GTA to go through on my PlayStation hard drive. I've got over 10 gigabytes of videos to go through, choose best bits of, strip it down, and then get it uploaded onto YouTube. It's just unreal how much I've got, and it's all numerous sticky bombs blowing up stuff, falling off buildings, splatting on the floor. Just crazy times.
I feel like we're turning into annoying Final Fantasy or Dragon Age fans.
Right. On that note, we need to end this.
Yes. Before
I
right. I've been Tony, and that's been Stu over there.
Take it easy.
He's from Birmingham, and we will. I have a correction to make from last week. I'm sorry. 2 weeks ago, Stuart is an admin of the website of Game Perspective, not an editor. I do apologise to him.
Sorry, I'll let you off your Macklin.
On that note, I'm going to kill him. But yes, I will see you all again later. I hope you've enjoyed it, and we'll be back before Christmas with a Jingle Bell Christmas special, I'm sure.
Oh, brilliant.
Good, we'll even start with a Christmas song. Yes, we shall. We'll sing a Christmas song for next time. And we'll see you all later after more Grand Theft Auto. So, it's bye from me.
And ta-ta from me.
See you later.